Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how I apply the BareMinerals set and do like a small review on it. It was requested by, her name is Polly Cosmetics. I can't think of the numbers right off the top of my head, but I'll list her name just down below who she is. So thanks for requesting this, but just to hurry and get into it since we don't have very much time, I'm going to apply my moisturizer. I always start with a clean face before I put any kind of makeup on, and then just apply moisturizer, let it sit for at least 3 minutes. So I'll do that and then I will come right back, but I just put it all over and I'll let it sit for 3 minutes. Okay, so I have let the moisturizer sit into my skin and just soak into my skin so it's better. I'm going to be taking the Primetime Foundation Primer, and it's a little runny, but I just put a pea-size amount onto my finger. I just rub my fingers together, distribute it, and I just tap where I want it, and then just very lightly just blend it into your skin. And you don't have to use a primer, but I find using a primer with foundation, liquid foundation and powder foundation, it really holds my foundation on better to my skin, and it will last longer. Okay, so I have done that. My next step that I do, I take the Benefit Stay Don't Stray. It is the eyelid and under eye concealer primer. I take a super tiny squirt and I place that on my fingers, just tap my fingers together, and I will do under my eyes. And then since I have really big pores on my nose, with foundation I can cover up my pores. With mineral foundation, it seriously, it like makes them look even bigger and worse. So I just take this primer, and it's kind of like a foundation because it has some coverage, and I will place this on my nose so my pores aren't as big. And then also this primer, it kind of gives a little bit of coverage and color since I do have darker circles. The next step that I'm going to do is take a liquid concealer, and I'm going to put just one dot under each eye and then blend it out. And for that I'm just taking a concealer brush. Okay, so now is the time you can either just conceal with your mineral powder or with a cream concealer or stick concealer. And usually I don't have to, but this week has been an awful week for this area of my face. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if it's just like the weather change or what. But I'm just taking a little bit of concealer, and this is the Benefit Erase Paste. And I'm just going to lightly go over these bigger spots that I know that the mineral foundation isn't going to cover as well. Okay, so now it is time for me to start just my regular foundation, and I'm just using the BareMinerals in Matte, and the color I am is in C20. It is called Fairly Medium, and this just has a sifter so nothing comes out. You just twist it to the left, open the sifter, and then all your product will fall out. I just take my lid and I just do like 3 taps, and you will get a pretty decent amount, if you can see that. Okay, so the brush that I use first is the biggest one, which is the Full Flawless Face. And this brush I just washed the other day and I haven't used it, so it's brand new clean. Go ahead, tap into the thing, tap it off, just like that. So you can see that there's product on there. And then you just start taking it and just start doing circular motions and just buff it into your skin. One thing about this brush, I was a little skeptical at first because they look like they would be hard brushes, but they're not. They're really soft. They look like they look like they'd be prickly or really dry and brittle, but they're really not. Once you wash them and just get them conditioned, they're really soft. The thing about this though, that when you do your foundation or any kind like this, I will only use this brush maybe 2 or 3 times, because once you start building up the foundation into the brush, also the oils on your skin kind of they tend to stick to the bristles, and you can just feel that it's not going on as smooth as it should. So I really do recommend that you wash it out either every day or at least 2 to 3 days. So, because you will be able to tell that it just kind of starts to stick to your face, and you should just barely be like lightly just buffing it into your skin, and it should just move smoothly onto your face. Alright, so I'm just going to do my forehead, and same thing, you're just doing circular motions and you're just blending it in. I'm just about done. You can already see that it's giving a nice coverage. Make sure you do under your eyes and your nose. Okay, so I just did one coat, like one application on my face, and I did it for about 2 minutes, and I just take it and I just keep buffing it into my skin. Even once it's out of the container, like I'm done, I just kind of keep buffing it just to make sure that it's really pressed into my skin. Now, this is a lighter color, and I wanted lighter because I didn't want to be too tan like in the winter. But today, it's a nice sunny day, so I want to add just a little bit more of the color to my foundation without a bronzer yet. So I am taking the color in medium, just looks like that, and I'll just take a tiny bit, just tap it into the lid. Oh, so you can see it's not even that much. Take that, place it in your brush, swirl it in there, tap it off, and then I just kind of go around just to warm up my face a little bit more. Okay, so just like that. The last thing I will do is just take this brush right here. It is a large e.l.f. fan brush. I go into the color called Warmth, and it seriously looks like cocoa powder. And this I dropped upside down, so all of the product is in there. This one, my old set does not have sifters, my new set does. So I don't use anything out of that. Here in the lid, you can see that there's just enough product. I just take the brush and I tap it in. You can see that's all on there. I give it a good tap, And I just do my temples. And then I lightly just get a little bit more. And I just do my cheeks, under my chin, and then just what's left over on my brush, which isn't much. I just kind of just dust it all over my face. So just like that. I really like this brush since it's so gigantic. It really distributes the color nicely. You're not left with like streakiness, so I like that. Okay, so the last thing that I will do is add the mineral veil, and I just take a really large fluffy brush like this. This is the Sigma 150, and the mineral veil, it kind of reminds me of the Makeup Forever HD powder. It kind of has that silky finish to it. So I just take some, tap it onto my brush, and I just pack it in there. Tap off any excess, just kind of get it all the way around. And then I just lightly go over my entire face, down my neck. And you really like how this makes your skin super, super soft. And it just really sets the foundation, kind of holds it in place. So just like that, then you can feel like your skin is so soft. So it's a really nice product for if you're just going to just use it just to set your foundation, like your liquid foundation, or just your entire makeup look when you're finished. It just really gives it that nice, smooth finish, and I just like how it makes it look. It makes it look a lot better. Even though I look dead right now, I don't have eyebrows on or makeup, like my eyes done. But I mean, it's really nice. So one last thing to make sure that your mineral foundation will stay all day, I just use the Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. It just looks like this. Just give it a good shake, and then I just do an X. And then if you want, you can take a brush and you can just stipple that on. I do that also in case you don't like the look of like powdery skin, even though it's not, because that's the matte one. So it's not too powdery looking. It actually kind of gives you like that dewy finish a little bit, and this will hold your foundation on seriously forever. So that is how I apply the BareMinerals makeup. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.